Stuck on the gate. It's not impressive, is it?
Bless him.
I don't know what the human equivalent would be, but I think you...
Don't go there, I think. Oh, go on. Do you want to go there?
No, I really don't.
You can go there as we come up to 5 to 9.
No.
What do you think?
Our last show together. No, it isn't, but it might be if I go on.
Divulging.
And thank you for all your nice messages, actually. A lot of you have been getting in touch on GB News. We haven't read any out this morning. Sorry about that. We will.
Time,
we will tomorrow. Yeah,
when we have time, we will. Mainly people not agreeing with me on the Peppa Pig theme, where I found it slightly disconcerting.
A lot of people agreeing with me.
Somewhere in the country, apparently, and this is in the papers, by the way, we weren't talking about it, bacon sandwiches were being, sold by Peppa Pig's image. Is that correct? Anyway.
Made me laugh, made some of you laugh. We'll be back doing the same tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.
Foreign correspondent, here's what he had to say about the latest developments from Afghanistan.
Bob Seeley. Well, 454 Britons died while serving in Afghanistan since October 2001. Some of their relatives took to social media asking what their loved one's sacrifice had been for. Our South West of England reporter Duncan Slightholme is in Dorset for us now, and here in the UK, and the Guardian is the first one we look at, and PCR tests for travel have become a predictable COVID rip-off, and the competition regulator have been too slow to react to complaints about testing providers. That's what the former chair...
Quickly today will be largely dry and overcast, but brighter intervals may develop during any breaks in the cloud, although a few spots of rain may occur in areas where the cloud is thickest.
Coming up, we're going to be talking to Army veteran Andrew Fox, who served 3 tours of Afghanistan, about his thoughts on the Western withdrawal. Don't go anywhere. But first, let's have a more detailed look at the weather.
Well, as the Taliban claim power and the disaster in Afghanistan continues to unfold, many veterans will be wondering why both they and their fellow soldiers put their lives on the line. Andrew Fox is an Army veteran who served 3 tours.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. OK, let's have a look at what else is going on today, and details of a new resettlement scheme for Afghan refugees are to be announced very soon. Downing Street say the new... Good morning. You're watching the Great British Breakfast, coming up to 4 minutes to 4 minutes to 7. Now, overall, it's been... loved the time. Time and weather. They're your things, aren't they?
Indeed. And
it has been a fairly traditional British summer. Would you agree with that?
Well, so far?
Yeah. We've had hail, blistering heat, rain and bitter winds. Have we had bitter winds? But those of us hoping for a warmer return to the weather may be in luck next week, because temperatures are set to soar and extend into September, as temperatures in Europe have been consistently reaching the high 30s and even the very high 40s.
Well, let's talk to someone who knows what they're talking about. Meteorologist John Hammond, who's with us to tell us...
One of the biggest and slightly odd stories in today's papers is comedian Dave Chawner. Phew, thank goodness you're here, Dave.
Thank you. A bit of a change of gear. We all need it.
Some light and positivity.
Yes, I do. I think so.
Well, I'm sorry. Does it upset you?
No, I'm a terrible vegan, and I was like, that's all right.
Why is that all right?
Because I think that kids should know where the food comes from.
But they do. But when children, as a mum, you're a parent. Dave, you're not a parent, are you? Yeah.
No, thank goodness.
Oh right.
No, that's better for everyone.
We're watching Peppa Pig. I don't really want that sort of going around in my children's head when they're little.
Right.
Generally, it's toddlers and infants that like Peppa Pig and George Pig and Mummy and Daddy Pig and Rebecca Rabbit and all the rest of it. I don't really like this association.
I love how you know the full cast there.
Listen,
that was like IMDb.
Pedro Pony,
that's 6 breakfasts.
Yeah.
Oh, you
nearly got...
I really did. I did there.
Don't like
I know witnesses.
Well...
Please protect their innocence a little, as... it's the kind of... No, I get it. It's right to know about animals. And I didn't touch you. Well. It's more about the fact that do we really need to massively connect the two while we're watching that lovely little family programme, Peppa Pig, and then talk about bacon? No, it's wrong.
Well, it might...
Let's know what you think, GB Views, because I'm disgusted.
Yeah.
Obviously.
This might...
It's good that you're holding back.
It's not the right thing.
This is the thing, I wouldn't comment on that.
That would be one of them.
What happens with the living arrangements?
Oh, very good point.
I know, well, no, that's what I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So they go, you know, what happens there?
They got a nice sort of, what's the word, honeymoon afterwards, and they went away.
This film. I love the fact they
Right.
said that.
Why would you spend that on a... I know it's a bit of history.
If you
I suppose
love the
well, I've just
royals.
answered the question. Yeah,
If you love the royals.
If you love the royals.
And it is a slice of history, isn't it?
Oh,
good.
that's very
That was
good.
good.
For me, that was very good. But anyway, I don't mind that story. It's better than the pug wedding.
Well, if you want a final feel-good story, I don't know if you've seen this.
Lots of stories.
No,
Keep
we want-
going. That's-
Oh, right,
I
okay.
want all of them
Yeah.
from you, Dave.
Okay, well, I have to...
Never stop.
I really want to give a huge shout-out to Richard...
I saw a defibrillator. They're popping up more and more.
Yeah.
Quite rightly.
It's a brilliant scheme.
Well, they have to, yeah.
And also, the number of people vandalising these things, you
Oh.
idiots.
Disgusting.
Well,
I haven't seen
Well,
that.
we saw that after Christian Eriksen's collapse, didn't we? We saw that in this country.
Yeah. The people learning how to use
What are they thinking?
I'm not going to lie, I only know about it because one of my very, very good friends, Paul Bristow, is 42. He was driving 76 in a 50 zone. It's the third time the MP from Peterborough has been caught breaking the speed limit. He was ordered to pay £845 fine. Credit where credit's due, though. He said...
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, Dave, that sadly...
You've put a smile on my face, not hers. You've upset her.
I am a bit upset about Peppa Pig.
You are.
Okay.
Being used as a sort of, you know, point of sales for a bacon sandwich. I mean, that is wholly wrong. But as I said, do let us know at home, parents, what you think about that. That's not good. Dave, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come back very, very soon.
I would love that.
Thank you.
Cheer us up. Right, coming up, GB News South East of England reporter Duncan Slightholme will be with us, bringing you the latest on Afghanistan. We'll see you in a minute. Statistics show that the number of job vacancies passed 1 million for the first time ever last month. Justin Urquhart Stewart, founder of Regionally, private investment service, is with us to help us.
Agreeing with Kirsty, I have to say.
You are, actually. Few.
We'll go through it in a minute. Right, it's just after 7:45. Now, Scotland is running out of beer. That's right, you heard me right. Running out of beer. Supply problems to the country.